guys, welcome back to my channel. So I shared my AM planning routine with you guys a little while ago, and so I wanted to follow up with my PM planning routine, which I'm going to share with you guys today. So before we get into today's video, I just want to preface this by saying I don't do every single step in my AM and PM routine every single day, just when I need to, but I really do like to follow a routine. It helps me keep up with my planners, stay organized, and it helps me transition from my work time to my personal time since I'm working from home. But really quick, I just want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So if you have not heard me talk about Skillshare, it is an awesome platform. It's an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Some of the topics that I've been really enjoying lately are the graphic design and photography classes. One of the classes that I think you guys would really be interested in is creating your dream career. In this class, you'll learn how to uncover and apply your creative strengths to your profession or your dream career. This class is led by Holly, who is a social practice artist and entrepreneur, and there are 8 lessons that explore all of the different components. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, so there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes. It's less than $10 with the annual subscription, and the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description box will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. So I just printed off this little piece of paper which has my daily routine. So I have my AM checklist. I take a break mid-morning and then another one usually later in the afternoon, and then I have a PM kind of wrap-up checklist. When I'm transitioning to my PM routine, the first thing I usually do is wrap up any emails, just in case there's any responses or replies that come after that. That way I have a little bit of time in between when I'm wrapping emails up and when I'm officially done for the day to kind of answer anything or reply to any emails in between that. So you may have noticed I got a new little mouse pad, which I absolutely love. This is the Magic Trackpad by Apple, and I switched it out for my standard mouse, and I just really like it a lot better because I've been using a laptop for so many years that I'm really used to like the motion of the trackpad and the pressure points. But I have to say I really do like the trackpad. I've seen mixed reviews on it, but if you were thinking about getting it or curious about it, I would give it a try. I really do like it. So the next thing I do is update my planner, which this is a pretty important step in my weekly planning. So it kind of depends on how much planning I've done already. If I've fully planned out my week and have a lot of things to update in my planner, this step does take me a little bit longer, and I do take my time with this because it is kind of like a signal that I'm wrapping up the day. So I did get a new planner. This is the A5 size Moterm lychee white planner, and I really like it. It's definitely more of a floppy leather, and I can do a full review on this if you guys are interested. I know a lot of people have been using these planners, so there's probably tons of videos out of reviews and thoughts on them, but I do really like it. It has awesome card space. So I have a bunch of like little cards and stickers, some more stickers. It has a secretarial pocket, and it has this awesome flyleaf with card slot pockets in the back. So I've been loving this planner. I love the color of it, and since I don't bring it out with me anywhere, it's always home on my desk, I actually don't mind the kind of like floppy leather. So I'm just gonna open up and check my weekly spread. So the weekly spread that I used this week was the Cloth and Paper Week on 2 Pages horizontal weekly inserts, which are brand new on their website. These were featured in a subscription box, which is why I have them, but they also launched on their website, I think this last week. So I really like these inserts. They are a week on 2 pages. You have Monday through Friday on one side, Saturday and Sunday, a memo section, priorities, and next week. And what I really like about these inserts is that they're divided into 2 sections. So you have a little blank section here, and then you have grid on the other half of your day. So this is really nice for just kind of separating things out a little bit. I've been using this section for kind of like big picture things, or like if I have an appointment or a meeting or something like that, I'll put it on the blank section because that's kind of where my eye is going to be drawn to first. So like I said, appointments, meetings, anything I might have to prepare for, or anything important going on for the week will go in the blank section. And then I have a bunch of little lists going in these grid sections. So I'm just going to update my planner and make sure that I'm checking off everything that's been done. And if I didn't get to something, I'll have to move it to the next day or make other arrangements. So that's what I'm doing here. And then if I make any other changes to my schedule, if I have any appointments that I've made or anything like that, I'll go ahead and just update the rest of my planner. For example, I scheduled an appointment for next month. So I wanted to make sure I added that to my quarterly overview from Elamon Paper Co. This is where I keep all of my long-term plans. So if I'm scheduling appointments out like a month or more in advance, I usually like to put them on this insert first, just in case any changes happen. That way I don't have to cross anything out on my monthly or weekly spreads. But I did schedule a dentist appointment, so I wanted to add that to my monthly calendar right away. So I just went ahead and updated that, and then everything else in my agenda is up to date. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this, put it aside, and move on to my next step. So the next thing I'm gonna do is prep my whiteboard for tomorrow morning. If you guys watched my AM routine video, I mentioned that I usually put down the first things that I want to do in the morning on the whiteboard. And I like to do this because it's the first thing I see when I walk into my office and sit down at my computer. So I just like to list out a couple of things I want to do in the morning. And these are also things that I don't really need to add to my planner because they're usually admin related things. So if I have a certain email I want to follow up on or just answer emails in general, I don't really need to put those in my planner. They don't really need a permanent space in there, but I do want to write them down just so we don't forget. I'll try to leave as many links as I can below, but all of this is in my Amazon storefront, this little glass whiteboard, which is the perfect size to add to your desk space. And I got some really great markers for this little whiteboard that I found on Amazon. And the two that I use are the brown and the black, but it comes with a ton of different colors. I did a swatch of all the colors in one of my previous videos, my organization haul, where I showed these markers, but they're super nice. And these markers have two tips. So they have a broad tip, which actually isn't super broad. So you could use this on a regular sized whiteboard, or you can use it still on a smaller whiteboard. And then it has a fine tip, which is even thinner. So it's perfect for writing on smaller surfaces like this. Okay, so this is all I'm gonna add for now. If I have to add anything later, if anything comes up, I can go ahead and do that. But at least I have a little bit of something to work off of right away in the morning. So the next thing I do is I check my Clipboard systems or any other external calendars or notebooks or anything else that I've been using for the week. So for example, if I have a project that I'm working on or a campaign or something like that and I'm using a notebook, I'll go ahead and update that. If I'm working off of a clipboard, I'll update either the sticky notes or the inserts that I have clipped to it. And if I have an external calendar, I'll update that as well. And I currently have 3 different clipboards that I'm using, so I wanted to just kind of quickly explain why and how I use each of them. So the first one I use for social media content, for work campaigns, and other kind of digital projects. And then I have another one that is just kind of like a miscellaneous. So right now we're looking into pet adoption, so I have a bunch of papers and things to go through related to that. So I have a whole clipboard for that. And then our third and final clipboard is just a home clipboard. So we clip on our bills, our grocery list, and then we stick on any appointments using the cloth and paper appointment sticky notes. So we're really just using them to organize different papers and documents into one place. Of course, if you want, you can use a folder for that, but I like the mechanism of the clipboard. You can just slide your pages in, clip it down, and I like the way that I'm able to organize and remove papers really, really easily. So that is why I'm using the 3 clipboards, but of course you can use a ton of other methods. And then the very last thing I do is update my journal, and I don't do this every single day, just kind of when I feel like I need to check in with myself. So I got this super cute journal from Target. I love the paper quality in here, and I love that it's divided in 2 sections. So it has like a blank section up here, a lined section at the bottom, and then the date up at the top. So I've been using this for a reflection and then like daily affirmations. And like I said, I don't update my journal every single day, but it is kind of like the last thing that I like to do. And it helps me transition from my work tasks and my work planning into my more personal planning. For me, I like to have a clear distinction between my work hours and my personal life, since I work and live in the same space. So that is my PM routine, and I try to go through the motions of the routine every single day, if not most days of the week, but I don't always follow all of these steps if they're not necessary. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any tips or suggestions or anything that you guys do if you're working from home to kind of signal that transition, let me know down in the comments. I'd be really interested to see what you guys have to say. But that's it for me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!